Hey everyone! This week was the 3-year anniversary of my YouTube channel, so I thought it would be fun to do something different. Today I am reviewing 3 different movies in 3 minutes with no cuts. We're gonna see how this goes. It's probably gonna be really chaotic. I have my watch right here to time myself, and I have notes on my phone. So, without further ado, let's jump into it right now. Alright, first movie, Men by Alex Garland. It also stars Jessie Buckley and Rory Kinnear. This movie seems to be pretty divisive, but I actually did enjoy it. It starts off kind of subtle and creepy, and then by the third act it goes completely bonkers. And I think a lot of people were kind of put off, especially by the ending. But overall, I think the movie really works. The acting is, of course, top-notch. Rory Kinnear playing different versions of these characters, I think he does that really well. And then Jessie Buckley being the emotional core of the movie. The story focuses on her and some of the things she has to go through leading up to it, and what she goes through while she's on this trip by herself. I think they all killed it. Cinematography, of course, is great. Alex Garland does have a very distinct style, and I think he really shines through here. I would say that this movie ranks maybe like on par with Annihilation. I know that might be different for some people, but for me it's like right there with Annihilation. For me, I would still say Ex Machina is my favorite Alex Garland project, but I do think this movie is worth watching. I think the message is really relevant, and I think most people will enjoy it, but I think it's not gonna be for everybody. Next movie, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. This looked like it was gonna be really fun. It was not what I was expecting when they first announced it, but it was really cool. This is directed by Akiva Schaffer, who we know from Lonely Island, and it stars Andy Samberg and John Mulaney as Chip and Dale. This movie was so much fun. Again, this is like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but for a new generation. So if you grew up in the 90s and 2000s, you're gonna see a lot of characters that you recognize. You're gonna get a lot of the references here, and I thought it was so funny. They poke fun at not only themselves, the animation genre, they poke fun at other studios, which is kind of crazy. This is actually, I would say, one of the biggest crossovers we've seen in recent history because of, you know, how different copyright is now and how streaming services work. The amount of characters they were able to get into this movie is actually crazy, which makes it so cool. But on top of all that, even without all these cameos and stuff, I think it's still a really good story. It's a fun mystery. So, definitely watch it on Disney+. And last but not least, Sneakerella. It was directed by Elizabeth Allen Rosenbaum and stars Chosen Jacobs and Lexi Underwood. But also, fun fact, it was co-written by George Gore II, who we know as Junior from My Wife and Kids. Not a lot of people talk about that. This, for me, felt like a Disney Channel original movie, but with more money behind it. I thought it was fun, I thought it was cute. Some parts were cheesy, of course, but I think it ultimately worked, and it did put a smile on my face. There's some fun musical numbers here and there. I did like what they were doing with motion graphics and visual effects. The story works. It's Cinderella, but gender swapped. I think it works, and I think what makes it work too, especially with the story, is that there's not that element of mystery where like the prince or princess doesn't know who the guy is. Like, she knows who the person is, but the whole dynamics of why they can't meet each other quite yet does add some drama, but I think it works. Lexi Underwood and Chosen Jacobs do have great chemistry on screen, and I think it was just a fun movie. It's fun to watch with your kids. Okay, there you go. 3 movie reviews in 3 minutes. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully it wasn't absolutely a mess. Let me know if you want to see me do this again. Let me know what you thought of these movies I talked about. Did you love Men? Did you hate Men? Did you like Sneakerella? Did you like Chippendale Rescue Rangers? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.